Hello friends, today we have something very special for you. We have a mission 774 original, and we are not doing a simple rewire today. We do something really special. The mission 774 is quite a strange tonearm, a curious design, might I say, and there is a major flaw in the design of the wiring of this tonearm. The first part of the wiring is from the arm tube and gets connected to this connector to the base down here. If we flip it to the other side, we find this small PCB where that is supposed to keep all the rest of the cable. This is the original cable and it's supposed to stay there, soldered to these small pins. I saw people putting cable ties, almost anything, to make this more durable. But if by chance you move just a couple of times, they snap. So since we want to do a job here that is durable and modern, we attempt something completely different. We will build an adapter connected to the base of a tonearm that can host this MDIN 5 pin somehow here, and the wires will enter on the side of this adapter, solder it to the M pin, so any kind of MDIN cable you can find on the market like this one can be easily connected and disconnected without a problem that he moved this just a couple of times and it snaps. So the jobs today is in two parts. First we rewire this stupid anti-scatting system. First we rewire the first part of the tonearm, the wand, up to this connector, and then we build one adapter that can go here. We will have to drill a hole here with a thread and a grab screw to keep the adapter in place. But we'll see later in the mill, which part will be a job on the mill and a good part on the lathe. So stay tuned. This is a very interesting conversion for all the vintage tonearm lovers. This is a fantastic queer tonearm. A pity that they did this stupid design. So see you in a minute, and we start removing the wand. Before removing the wand, we attached two little pieces of masking tape, and we marked the position, because this screw will set the effective length of the arm, also the azimuth. We don't want after to get mad and set back everything again. So we just remove this anti-skating and the wand comes out. Before starting removing any kind of connection, remember all the time mark the position of the wires. So in this case, okay, we took a piece of paper, this where the wires enter, and here with red, green, white and blue. So we don't make mistake later on. So, right. Slide it out, yeah, easy. Now we have to desolder these wires. Now a little tip and trick. When you are desoldering something with plastic, there's a good chance that you overheat and this plastic melt. So what you want to do is to increase the surface of heating dissipation. Put some good amount of kitchen foil around the pins. This will help to dissipate the excess heat, and then you have to clamp it with an extra hand like this with metal. This will give you some tolerance. When you're working, you don't need to be extremely fast. Now we turn it to the right side. Using some tweezers, we expose the solder inside. And we start the soldering these pins. I use a solder with more than 400 degrees. I must work fast, and the solder tip must be clean, perfectly clean, shiny. Best if you put a little small drop of solder. Pick one wire. Yes, one is soldered, almost. Okay, see you later when I finish, because it will take some time. All right, we managed to desolder the old wires without damaging the original connector. When you find that an arm tube like this, it's best if you try to drive the new wires, soldering the new wires to the old wires, because as you can see, there are little chances to put a draw wire here and have it exit here. You can try, but you can spend a couple of days trying to do that. So what I'm doing, I soldered all the old wires together. Bear in mind that there are 5 wires here, 4 for the cartridge and 1 for the ground, which is connected together at the pin with the ground of the left channel. Yes. Is not a solution which I really like, because it can generate harm, but there is a problem. We have only 4 connections here, so we will follow the same path. We solder the new wires to the old wires. Hoping to make a bond strong enough not to break while pulling the old wires inside the arm tube. And now very gently you're pulling in. Well, we managed to put the new wires inside, pulling here. As you can see, this is the ground wire that connects to the arm tube somewhere here. Unfortunately, this cannot be taken out because this is a pin. Or you drill out the pin and you replace the pin, which is not easy task. Or you try to don't damage this yellow ground wire. So now we cut off the old tags, pull out this, and we pull in the new wires. To put back this, we have to put a draw wire because this is very tight fit. Yeah, put a draw wire. Now we can pull the new wires through. And we can put this safely back in. We have prepared a set of new pins. The new installed wires are leads wires silk covered, and they are a little bit peculiar when you have to tin them. To tin this kind of wires, you have to use a soldering iron, very hot, 440 degrees, and you put a little drop of solder on the tape, and you burn the insulation away together with the leads painting. A leads wire is a wire that every strand is painted and insulated one to another. So this paint must burn, otherwise there is no contact. Okay. Now we have the 4 wires, the ground wires, yellow of the original one, and we solder the pins. Let's remember that this ground goes together with the left channel ground, which is the blue. So we put the blue and the ground together, and we solder them together. And now the zinc tube. Blue. You can use an air dryer if you don't have this rework fancy thing, because these are more delicate electronics. An air dryer will work well enough, or sometimes even the tip of a solder. One end is done. All pins here. And now we take care of the other hand. So not to leave this too long really, but having measure of the old wire, we can cut and solder this. Where is it? Connector. I do the thinning of these wires and see you see you later. I'm going to annoy you. I already soldered and everything. It takes a bit of time. Work quickly. Keep all the thinned part of the wires very, very short, because after you have to bend them. If they are too long, they might touch each other's. And now we close the connector. In is next to the red. And here we go. To be 100% sure, check with a multimeter the connections and insulation between the wires. So don't come back to this later. Now that our arm tube is done, ready, tested, we put it aside and we start to work on this one. First things, start to take off everything we don't need. All right. Now we have to build a connector that enters here with a grub screw. We keep the connector in place, and this connector will have wires that enter one side, solder it to this plate, and on the other side this hemmed in, so we can connect any kind of commercial cable. See you later on the lathe. Alright, I made a rough drawing how the connector should look like. I have a very nice brass bar. Let's go to the lathe. Well, we are after making our hands dirty. This is our adapter. Yeah, I'm quite proud of myself. Next step is to solder the wires that will go under here to this end. The schematic solder side you will see now on the screen. I already tinned the connector, yes, and I will solder the wires that go to the base plate. We start with the red one. Then the green. Now all what you have to do is to make pass these wires here. We secure the connector with the screw. Now we have this connector, and then is inside our adapter, and we secure our adapter to our like this. Take a grab key, an Allen key, and we secure here. Is solid. That's also a little advantage with this, because you can extend the VTA, the vertical tracking adjustment, a little bit. With the old tonearm you can arrive till here, but now you have some half an inch more of vertical tracking adjustment. You are free to use with this adapter. And now all what we have to do is to solder these wires here. First we do with shorten these wires, leaving a bit longer to allow some sort of movement. We tin them, we solder, and see in a few minutes. Where to solder these wires? We took our schematic just at the beginning. Here this number, if you look at the connectors, these connectors, and we connect to the other side, there are numbers from 1 to 4, where 1 is red, 2 is green, 3 is white, and 4 is blue. The numbering is in this direction, so it's quite easy. We start with soldering the ground wire, which is this post here. Ground soldered, and now we start 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1 is the red wire. And focus, please focus. Ah, here we go. Done and dusted. Now we have to put our back. We mark it at the beginning. Allen key. And reconnect. One, two, three, four. There you go. And now the pudding. Did we everything all right? There is only one way to check. Connect our cable. Switch on our multimeter and have a go. How to test the cable? It seems simple, but it's not so straightforward. First things you have to check is the ground is good. This one end of our multimeter is set on continuity. Then you have to check anything is grounded, signals are insulated from ground. And now we check the signals. Start from red channel, center pin is the red, correct, doesn't short with anything else. The ground is the green, correct, doesn't short with anything else. Left channel, plus is white, correct, and this is the blue, which is the ground. If you like this kind of content, please comment, subscribe, as usual, you know, and I hope you enjoyed this work. Major flaw of a mission 774 has been taken care of, and now is a modern tonearm. Thank you for watching and see you the next time.